So, right now, I'm so excited to share with you what I've learned over many, many years of traveling. I was a traveling sales lady, and I never liked being sick while I was on the road. It was just not my thing. I would turn into a big baby. So, over the many years, I collected what I found for myself. Now, there's many more things. And in fact, I encourage you, anyone who's on the show listening in, to let me know what products helped you or techniques that helped you while you were on the road to stay well, to stay healthy, to especially now, even more so than when I was on the road. Uh, with today's, well, I'll just say it, with the virus going around, which, by the way, there's been so many things out there that you probably didn't even know about. And if you did, you'd never leave your home. But I encourage you to take a look at a few of these items. They may be helpful for you or your family or a friend if they're not for you. But I have found success with these items that I'm going to share with you today. And I didn't use them all at the same time, I use them as needed, and but they've been very helpful, and I keep them in my own medicine chest at home. And then when I travel, then I would pull some out and take with me, and or many of them you can get while you're on the road. So here's my natural health kit for travelers, tips from years on the road. Let's see if I can push this button right. There we go. So my story again, I was a traveling sales lady in the natural products industry for many, many years. I was working for a health food store since 1990, but even as a young girl, I just was fascinated with natural healing. And so anyway, I ended up in the natural products industry. And from there, and I didn't like being sick while I was away from home. So I created this travel kit. And I've talked about it for many years, but here it is put together. So it is imperative that we stay as healthy as we can for our sake, as well as our loved ones in our family and those that we care for. We're all blessed to have modern medicine as well as traditional medicine from around the world to support us. And I've seen many miracles in all ways of healing. So I don't want to discount one type of medicine versus another, because around the world, there are many, many, many ways to heal. And so if some of these resonate with you, I've done my job, and the natural health kit will be available as a download. So you don't have to scramble to take notes. You'll be able to either see the presentation again, or we'll have like a little list that you can just go to your local health food store or just farmer's market or grocery store. A lot of these are available there. So the first thing I want to talk about is digestion. Man, oh man, when we're on the road and we eat something that disagrees with us, what's very helpful for me are enzymes. Now, I don't know if you know this, but we produce hydrochloric acid ourselves, about a quart a day of these enzymes. But as we grow older, we start producing less and less, and hence indigestion. And sometimes it's from something we ate that doesn't quite agree with us. Sometimes just low production. And people think, well, I'll take an antacid, or, something that negates the acid. When in reality check, you might need more acid, not less. So you can actually buy hydrochloric acid. Some people do that. For myself, I took a regular all over general enzyme. Now these brands are just ones I'm familiar with. There's other brands that are out there. But when I'm looking for an enzyme, I'm looking to find one that kind of encompasses more than just protein. Papaya enzymes are great, and they're more for protein, but I like to cover the carbohydrate and the fats, because sometimes it's the fats, the lipase, that we actually need. There's also people who are sensitive to milk, and that is a lactase enzyme. You can get them specifically, but something like now super enzymes kind of cover the whole thing. Flora is another great brand, and they have that immediate relief for if you get gas too, which I'll talk more about as well. But gas can really be causing discomfort as well. It might not be your digestion, but more your intestines that are full of gas. But one of my other favorites from Flora and other brands put out are Swedish bitters. And if you're stuck and you don't have them, go to you can go to the grocery store or the bar and say, I want some Angostura bitters. What bitters do, they're a little different than the enzymes. The enzymes actually are already good to go. You just take them and it immediately starts digesting or breaking down the food. The bitters actually stimulate your own body to produce the enzymes. And so I like bitters. And sometimes if you've been struggling for a while, if you start taking bitters, it actually starts stimulating your own body to create the proper amount of enzymes and the things to help you digest. So sometimes it's the food's just sitting there in the stomach, kind of not doing anything. But if you add the enzymes or the bitters, then it can get everything start breaking down. If you take a enzyme cap and break it open and put it into oatmeal, you will find it will liquefy it. It's that profound. I've done that experiment. It's great fun. So if I get an upset tummy, sometimes I just take enzymes, or proactively, you can just go ahead and take enzymes with your meal. It's very, very helpful. It's a very good practice to do, actually. So that's enzymes. And that goes along with that are probiotics. I'm sure everyone's heard of it. Eating yogurt is healthy. On the steppes of Russia, some of the longest lived people in the world use yogurt every day. And these are live cultures that actually live in the bowel. So what happens is when we're under stress, they will die off, and it's like a flower garden. And you have like 400 kinds of bacteria in the gut. And these bacterias, they actually live there, but it can be disrupted fairly easily with antibiotics. You will kill them off. And like a flower garden, the bad bacteria or weeds will grow faster sometimes than the good ones, especially if we're under continued stress or we're not eating enough fiber. Fiber feeds the bacteria, the good ones. There's you can get a lot of fibers on the market, some even laced with probiotics. Now they even have prebiotics. They're foods that feed the bacteria in a good way. But for myself, I'm only putting, again, these brands up because I've known them, liked them, and trusted them. BioK, originally from Canada, it actually is just one of the most profoundly, oh my gosh, it can just so implant easily. They have a regular one, and then they have the extra care one. There's many, many great brands out there. But these particular ones, you can get the BioK actually in capsules and or in like little yogurt cups. So whatever is most convenient. Say you're on the road, and you get an upset tummy, and you decide to just add something. The probiotics are very helpful, especially, again, been on a dose of antibiotics for some reason. Make sure to use these afterwards, after the whole thing with antibiotics, 10 days, however long they have you on that. So the microflora is what they're talking a lot about. And the biome of the gut is like a garden. You want to nurture it and take care of it. And a probiotic will help you with that. Now, we've heard of acidophilus probably, and we've heard of bifidus, but there's so many more. Bifidus tends to be more prevalent if we're over 50. So sometimes you can buy just that. But again, the BioK is going to cover that for you. So let's move on. So again, obviously I think tummy issues could be one of the most challenging on the road. And here's some simple things that don't take up much room. You can even keep it in your purse. A couple bags of ginger tea, a couple bags of peppermint tea. I like ginger. It's got some really warming properties to it, as well. It helps the digestion. Peppermint tea, some people have to be careful of it, but it actually, after a meal, can really be helpful for any gas. as well as ginger. I also like, this sounds strange, but candied ginger. A cube or two will often just be the trick to settle my tummy down. And if you don't have dessert, well, it's a great dessert. It is high calories, though, because if it's candied, it's got sugar in it. But it's easy to carry, and it is handy to have a few cubes in your purse in a little container just to munch on. Or the tea bags are easy to carry with you. Even if you're on an airline, can you have some hot water and make your own tea? So those are some favorites of mine. And then this sounds really wild. Charcoal. Who would ever thunk, charcoal? Charcoal's great if you just have bad gas. Oh my goodness. And I don't use it often, but I like to keep it in the cupboard. So if you've eaten something really nasty and it's very helpful for alleviating gas and pain and like bloating. It's very, very helpful. So for some of us that don't eat a lot of the cole family, which is, your Brussels sprouts, your cabbage, your cauliflower, things of that nature, sometimes that can cause a lot of gas. Using charcoal, though, I do caution you, it's not something you do every day. It's an occasional thing. And when you take it, make sure to take it with a large glass of water. In fact, many of these products that I'm sharing with you do take it with food or water. Don't try to choke these down just, without something. I've had charcoal, I burped it up and like it goes flying out of your mouth. It's kind of weird, but very, very helpful over the years. So some of us, we're out on the road and ouch, we're hurting. We're hurting for some reason. And so this is got to be one of my new favorites. And my husband and I have both used it. This is actually a product called from LifeWave, and they are phototherapy patches used on the body meridians. And I have a really exciting testimonial, but I'm going to just share it's safe and natural pain relief. And it can be used for local pain, say you've hurt your ankle or knee, or it can be for whole body pain. It's fast acting and non-addictive. In fact, the Olympic Committee allows them to be used on the Olympians. And in sports like football, they can use it in football. So this is because nothing goes in the body. It's really convenient, easy to use, and it's in a form of acupressure. So it's pretty cool. And so no drugs, no chemicals, no stimulants. And we keep that in our travel case now. So one of the things I really like is that it's so easy to keep and have it right away. If you've tripped over something, you've hurt yourself. And I think I have a few more LifeWave products to show you down the line. We'll show a video in a bit here, but right now we'll keep going. But IceWave is one of my new favorites. The other favorite for if you've fallen is arnica. I love arnica. I've used it for, 30 years. And arnica gel goes on the body, on the outside of the body, and arnica tablets you put under the tongue. And this is called homeopathy. It's a form of homeopathy. There's arnica oil as well. Now, arnica oil, you want to be careful of. You don't want to take it internally. You want to just put it with a carrier oil like, peanut olive, an oil, a neutral oil like that to put it on the body. But I like this by Baron. I have always liked Baron. They're a French company, but they have a facility for manufacture in the US as well. And homeopathy works different than what we call allopathic medicine. Allopathic medicine is what we think of as traditional medicine, but homeopathy has been around for several hundred years. The Queen of England herself uses homeopathic preparations. It's very popular in Europe. And so there's arnica is from Arnica montana is a flower in Europe and the United States. And the Native Americans found that it had properties to it. And so if you were to ingest it, you would get aches, pains and be really miserable. But used in a homeopathic form, and that is, I'll just give you a little snip of homeopathy. Like cures like, whereas allopathic medicine, it's the opposite of. So when you take aspirin, which is from the willow bark originally with salicylic acid, it pushes down a fever, whereas homeopathy, the same, will push you up and over what they call the bell curve of healing. And so Arnica montana is this particular remedy, and the gel uses the arnica flower in very, very tiny quantities. In fact, at a 30C, as you can see on the screen here, there's no actual arnica in there. You say, well, how the heck can that work? Well, when I ask you to look at a CD, can you see the music on there? Can you see it? Of course you can't. But there is a magnetic vibrational component to a CD, and therefore you can hear the music with the right player. Well, that's the same with homeopathy. The actual pellets have the pattern, the energy pattern of the arnica on there. And as you orally put them under your tongue and you allow them to dissolve, you don't eat 15 minutes before or 15 minutes after. And you just allow those. Arnica is like a miracle worker. So a good example was my mother fell off the porch one day. It was unfortunate. And immediately I had her lie down, and I put arnica on her ankle where she had twisted it and gave her arnica tablets, both at the same time. And I'm telling you, 20 minutes later, you wouldn't have known she'd fallen off like that. I've also fallen myself on my back. I slipped on ice, and it was very, very shocking to my body. And I took arnica, and I was fine. So arnica has always been my little miracle worker for hikers. It's just amazing. And so we'll go from there. That's a favorite for pain relief and wellness. We all want to just this whole talk is just about wellness. And so one of my favorites, again, a LifeWave product, is the X39. Truly, truly, truly. This is amazing stuff. It's a patch designed to elevate your copper peptides in your body, CHK, known to activate your own stem cells to improve energy, sleep, reduce pain, and general wellness. My husband Greg and I have been using them since the beginning of the year. We've noticed profound differences, and we laughingly say we're in our 60s, going on 16. We're aging younger, and that's what this particular patch can do. So when we're on the road, being a road warrior can be stressful, and this will absolutely help with energy and your sleep and reduce any pain that you're in. And Greg, it looks like you're here, and you'd like to say something about that.
Oh, no, this is... it's amazing. It helps us. My favorite product is Eon, but X39, generally a combination of Eon and X39 will help you with overall stress relief and general well-being. Mm-hmm. And did you want to play the video now?
Sure, let's play the video. And then I realize I've got to hurry up. Our next guest is already in the room.
Yes.
But we'll start our next guest on the top of the hour. So here's how this works.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin. which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally. LifeWave phototherapy patches promote an environment that enables the body to optimize its restorative powers and provide specific health benefits, all without the use of harmful drugs or chemicals, all helping you to stay healthy and young. To find out more, contact your distributor or visit lifewave.com. LifeWave. Live long. Live well.
Okay, so let's go on. I want to get through all of these. Wellness formula. This formula has been used for at least 35 years that I've known, and it delivers a C and 30 other vitamins, minerals, and time-tested herbs for immune support. And you would take it during the season. You know, we're starting into fall here in North America, so it's a good time to take it. And with all that's out there right now, it's not a bad thing to take on and off. I don't say take it all the time. I say take it and then rest a spell and then take it again. But it's really one that I used to lean on. Now, here's the other favorite thing. When we're on the road, you want to make sure you're stabilizing your blood sugar level. These protein drinks are it's just a slide that I got, but protein drinks, you can get smoothies from different places that you're out and about. Apples are a super good thing to have. They're easy to carry. They last a while. And then almonds. These are just some ideas. You know what you like, but keeping your blood sugar stable while you're on the road is the key to not pulling over and buying junk food, because these all have such great properties to them. Remember, apples can lower cholesterol, blood pressure. They're fiber rich, aid digestion, and they support a healthy immune system with their vitamin C in there. And almonds are just an awesome plant-based protein. Now, some people said, well, I can't eat almonds. Well, try pepitas. That's a seed. That's a seed. That's a really good one too. But something of that nature. It's not bad to have a fat while you're on the road. You might combine the two as a snack. So cuts and bruises while we are on the road. Ow, that happens. So I found the silver gel to be super helpful. Doesn't have to be this brand. I like this brand. And then also essential silver. I like silver. I've been using this for at least 10 years, and I put it in a spray bottle and I will spray my mask and then also spray my hands. I love this. It's really helpful. And then sleep. Oh my gosh. So a lot of people can't sleep. I have about 5 minutes, but I've got to tell you a cute story about this product. This is homeopathy again, and it's for simple nervous tension and occasional sleeplessness. But one day I had a new puppy, and this puppy was hyper, little Amy, a little miniature Australian Shepherd. So I gave her some calms, and in like 2 minutes, she just fell asleep. And my former husband, not this cute husband, he said, "What did you do to the dog?" And I said, "Well, I gave her a little something." Anyway, she just fell asleep right away. So there you go. I love this because it's safe, and it's not something you'd get addicted to, non-habit forming. And so again, we have another LifeWave product, again, Silent Nights. And this is where Greg has used this particular product. My head hits the pillow. I'm out for the night. But this one is clinically shown to increase the length of sleep by 66%, the quality of the sleep, which he can attest to. And again, no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants. Watch out for getting addicted to sleep pills. This one is safe to use. And then Eon, very similar. This particular product, I love it. Greg loves it. I like to use it in the day. Greg uses it at night. It's for stress. and decreasing inflammation. So, and it promotes relaxation. So, when we're trying to get sleep at night, trying to rest, this is a good thing. Again, I use it during the day to just deal with everyday stress. No drugs, chemicals, or stimulants. And energy on the opposite end, a lot of people, when you are on the road and you were giving full on to either driving or you're working, you're looking for energy. And this particular product, the LifeWave Energy Enhancer, was originally designed for the Olympic athletes. It's proven to increase energy and endurance, support physical fitness routines, i.e. the athletes. You can find this on Athletes Today. It's easy to use, fast results. It also, this is a very cool thing, can help you raise your metabolism if you're looking to lose weight. A lot of people use it that way. And no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants. This product is a hoot. This product, Emergency, has been around forever, and I used it in the early 90s. I was a mail carrier, or in Canada, they call it a postie. And I was getting yeast infections, excuse me, guys, but yeast infections because I used so much Gatorade, which did me no good. And once I started using this product, I used to carry mail in 115 degree Fahrenheit for 6 hours at a time. So I love this, but it's also good, I found, for emotional stability. Sometimes if you get all emotional, it was just so helpful. Also, if you felt a cold coming on, I would just take 2 packets at once, and I would never get it. I love this product. There's a lot of other flavors too. Siberian ginseng for energy. And sexual performance. Woohoo! Anyway, the Siberian ginseng, I say, this is a total generality. Women, and Panax for men. But women can use the Panax as well, and men can use the Siberian. I like both, and we can have a conversation about all the different types of ginsengs. I think of both very fondly and have used both, especially for energy. Now, relaxing is another thing. When we're trying to relax on the road, oh my gosh, lavender is helpful. Holy basil, on the other hand, would stimulate me if you got tired on the road. Peppermint will wake you up. And neroli for emotion. Oh my gosh, I've given away neroli after neroli. So I've just got 1 more minute, so I'm going to run through this really quick. Magnesium, great for calming, muscle cramping, and they help those LifeWave patches work better. Now this one you've got all put in your bucket here. This is Rescue Remedy. The pastilles, I always keep these on hand when you get in a stressful situation. Cold and flu, we've got echinacea, elderberry, and the teas are handy dandy when you're traveling. And this is my other most favorite, Oscillococcinum. It's a homeopathic for cold and flu like symptoms. Amazing stuff. And so a list of these products are available as a complimentary download.
And the link is in the comments.
And the link's in the comments. So we thank you so much. And our next guest, Denise Rock, is coming on. So happy healthy travels, everyone.